some people would say that this classic Rangers away shirt is ruined, but not us. Because if you want to know how we turn it from looking like this to this, then this is the video for you. Because by the end of it, I'll be showing you exactly how we do it, exactly what you use, and exactly what not to do to avoid ruining your shirt. So check this video out. Hello there and welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we are going to be talking about restoring one of these classic Rangers away, what's it, 92, 93 shirt. This is the home shirt from that season. This is the away shirt from that season. And as you can see, someone thought a lot of, I think it was Ali McCoist actually. Ali, if you're watching, drop us a comment. I'd love to hear from you. I think number 10 was probably Ali McCoist. And rather than get a name set, they got some permanent marker and they decided to draw that on. And it looks like they also, either them or someone else, has also tried to remove it afterwards. The trouble for them is that they didn't have We Fix Kits videos to help them learn how to get it all clean and back looking spick and span. Because in this video, I'm going to be taking you through how we would address clearing up what is probably going to be the most extensive permanent marker removal ever done on a football shirt. Certainly not by us. So stick around and we're going to take you through all of it. Now, we've done a video before where we reviewed a product called MX14 and it's really good. It comes in a pen. It's really good for removing bits of permanent marker, but it took a while. If you want to see that video, by the way, it's up there. Check it out. It takes a bit of a while with MX14. Now, for something as extensive as this, we're going to need a different substance. We're not going to tell you what it is until the end of the video. So make sure you stay to the end, not only to see if we can fix this up, but also to see what this wonder ingredient is. So without further ado, I'm going to go over to the other side and we're going to get cracking. So here we are over at the bench. As you can see, I mean, this shirt is in a pretty rag order. But what's the equipment that we need for today? Well, we need a nice glass Pyrex. We need a fair amount of kitchen roll. We need a toothbrush, not the one you brush your teeth with. If you've used one and it's already got colour on it, then the best thing to do is to give it a wash and clean it so it starts off relatively clean. And we're going to use some of our Wonder liquid, and there'll be a big reveal at the end to show you exactly what that liquid is. So stick around till the end. So that's the equipment you need: glass Pyrex, toothbrush, kitchen roll, Wonder substance. We release tutorials like these every 2 weeks, and the only way to make sure you don't miss out on seeing them is to hit like and subscribe and hit those hype points on this video, and it will bump it up the algorithm so you get access to all the future videos. So please do that, it will really help us out. So here we are, we've got the glass Pyrex is in the shirt. We're going to put a bit of kitchen roll behind just so that it can mop up the ink. Now you could use your wooden board, but the trouble with a wooden board is it's slightly porous, so it will probably absorb some of the ink. Whereas with a Pyrex, it's white clean, and the purpose of the kitchen towel is to just absorb as much as possible. And what we're going to do is we're going to focus on this one now. Using our magic liquid, the identity of which will be revealed at the end, we're just going to put it all the way along. So let's just go all the way along. There we go. Now, I mean, look, without even doing anything, you can see the pigment in the black ink has started to disperse. Then using the toothbrush, we're just going to tap away. This is why you don't want to use your own toothbrush, but we're going to tap away at the ink. There's a few steps to this process that you have to follow. Otherwise, what can happen is you're left with a nasty mess. So make sure you watch it all step by step and you stay to the end. Now, That's been about a minute or so. So what we're going to do is we're going to apply a little bit more of our magical liquid all the way around, and then we're going to leave it for about 5 minutes and we'll be back. So here we go, it's on there. I'm going to leave that 5 minutes or so and then we'll be back. So here we are, 5-6 minutes later. You can see that the one, I mean, it looks more clear in real life than it does on camera, but the one is pretty much fully dispersed. Applied a little bit more of our magical liquid, but it's still wet, and this is the crucial bit. What we need to do now is, this whole shirt will need to be done in stages. So I'm going to use some washing up liquid. This is like a Aldi's own one, but any sort of washing up liquid, and I'm going to go and give it, yeah, look at that, the ink's coming off on there. I'm going to go and give the shirt a quick rinse with cool water. You don't want to be using hot water. You use hot water, it will set the stain. So we're going to put some of that on, and look, you can see it's clearing it nicely. We're going to give it a rinse, let it dry, and we'll be back for stage 2. So here's our shirt. You can see, look, this, you can just about see a faint outline. It's not bad for the first kind of run, I mean first pass. You can see what it did look like. Look, it was as dark as this 0. And it's now dry, because you're not, if you use the magic product while it's still wet, it won't work as well. So when you rinse it out, so I just rinsed it out with washing up liquid, you rinse it out, and then let it dry before you then start going to work again. So I'm going to go through and remove the rest of it, and then at the end I will show you the magic product and I'll show you the finished article. So stick with us. So here you can see we're looking good. We're part way through. We've still got this bit to do and some of the remnants here, but look at that. I mean, look, it's looking really good. I am gonna finish off this last bit and show you the finished result, and then do the big reveal. So stick with us. So I'm not going to pretend this hasn't been tough. This has been an absolute marathon, but we got there. Look at that. That shirt that did have God 10 on it is now nice. Look, no sign of God, and there is hardly anything left of the 30-year-old permanent marker. So what was the secret ingredient? Well, some of you might have guessed already. We've used it before. It is Sultra Spot Tint. This stuff is amazing with getting rid of black permanent marker and pretty much all ink. There's a link in the description down below, and there is a discount code. I think you get 10-15% off if you use the discount code. But it is fantastic, and it has worked an absolute treat here. So what did we do? Well, we went through it in sections. You apply it, use the toothbrush, tap it, activate it, leave it for a bit, reapply it, tap it, activate it, leave it for a bit. One of the reasons this has taken quite a long time today is because after each section has been done, I've washed off the residue. Because what you don't want to happen is for this to dry on the material. If it dries on the material, all it's done is spread the ink further around. So you need to wash it off. So this has been through the wash a few times. Now, when you're washing it, when you're giving it a scrub and getting rid of the tint and the residue and the ink, use Fairy Up liquid, washing up liquid. It's absolutely fine, but do not use hot water. I know it's counterintuitive, but use cold or cool water, maybe tepid water, because what you don't want to do is the heat from the water set things even further into the fabric. So you give it use some Fairy, you give it a scrub. I've bunged it through the wash. I'll pull it on a 30, no conditioner, in a wash bag, and once each section is done, move on to the next section. Now, what you want to make sure you do when you're using something like that is you need to separate the front of the shirt from the back of the shirt. Otherwise, all that good work you're doing here to remove the ink from the back is going to go through, transfer onto the front. So make sure you use a board or something along those lines to keep the front of the shirt separate from the back of the shirt. Now, I mean, this has taken me a couple of hours today, so I wouldn't recommend it as a quick job. Most of the time when you're getting rid of permanent marker, it's to get rid of the odd signature or what have you. Well, this was an entire name set. So without a doubt, the toughest name set I've ever removed. But we got there in the end, and I'm sure you agree, it looks fantastic. If you've enjoyed this video, please remember to click like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, hit those hype points as well, because that really helps push us with the algorithm. By doing all those things, you won't miss out on any of our future tutorials, and we are releasing new tutorials every 2 weeks. We share all of our secrets and we show you exactly how to do it. So if you've enjoyed this video, you're going to love this one and this one. See you next time.